Hello viewers, this is Kulsum Ahmed. Today I'm here with the topic utility maximization. This is the topic of microeconomics, and this is about consumers because consumers are going to maximize their utilities. Now, first of all, we need to understand what is the utility of a consumer. It's a quantitative measure of pleasure or satisfaction obtained from consuming goods and services. Means if you are going to go to a beauty parlor and you have got your face facial and after that your face is glowing, we will say that you have gained utility from that facial. The same way, if you go to a doctor and you get your teeth done, so it means that you have gained utility from the doctor. The same way, if you had to travel somewhere and by air you have gone and you reached at the destination where you wanted to, so you have availed and you have got the satisfaction. It means whatsoever shopping we are doing or whatsoever economic activities we are doing, actually we want to facilitate ourselves and we want to gain certain utility by consuming different products and by consuming money. So this is consumer utility. Then comes marginal utility. Marginal utility is the change in utility an individual enjoys from consuming an additional unit of a good. Fine. So take an example that it's a hot weather and we are going to offer you different glasses of juice. Fine. So we have asked you to have first glass of juice and tell us how much utility did you get. So definitely when you will drink the glass, you will say, oh yeah, it was so good, and you are going to mark it 10, that I gained the utility of 10. Then comes, if we are going to offer you another glass at that very time, so when you will drink that, you will say, oh, I gained the utility of 8. It means the first glass gave you the utility of 10, but the second glass of juice will not give you again 10 utility. Rather, it will give you 8 utility, because utility decreases by the usage of every new time. So this thing you'll have to keep in mind, that whenever we are going to use anything again and again, it's the feelings of happiness and the feeling of satisfaction will go down and down. So take another example. If you love some song and you listen it and you just enjoy it, so on that very moment we'll ask you to listen it again. So definitely you will enjoy a bit less. Then if we ask you again to listen it, then you will get even a less utility out of that. It means that every new item is going to give you less utility than the before you gained. Now we are going to have number of cones consumed by Lisa. She uses from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And we have asked Lisa, write down your total utility that you gained from first cone. She would say, oh yes, I gained 30. And we said, okay, what utility did you get out of second cone? Definitely, again, she will not say that it is the same utility that I gained from the first cone. Rather, she will say, okay, I gained utility 20. Now, what is the additional utility? That is 20. So what we will do, 30 plus 20 will become 50. So we will say by the end of consumption of second unit, Lisa has gained overall utility 50. Means her total utility is 50, but at that time the utility of second item is 20. So when we had the addition of 30 plus 20, then we gained 50. Then we asked her to have another cone and she said, oh yes, it's giving me utility of 10. So what will be the total utility? 60. We have asked you to again use it and you have given it even less mark. You will say, oh, it gives me 5 utility, and your total utility will increase to 65. Again we will ask you to have another cone and you will give it marks of 3. And then what will be the total? That will be 68. Then we say, oh, use it again. And now this is the time that you are just stuck, fed up of it, and you would say, no, it's not giving me any utility. Rather, it is just having no impact on me. So what you will say the total utility will stay same. So when total utility reaches to peak, marginal utility will become 0. Now this thing you should remember, because in examination, in MCQs, this sort of questions come. Now we are going to write it in the way that one side we have taken quantities and on other side we have taken the price of cone, and total utility and marginal utility are labeled. Now total utility is first increasing, reaches to the top and then decreases, and marginal utility, it is decreasing by usage of every new cone. And when total utility was maximum, marginal was 0, and when total utility was falling down, marginal was negative. So this thing you should keep in mind. Now let's do the calculation of utility maximization question. Now we are having bundles points on budget line A, B, C, D, E and F, and number of concerts that a person can enjoy in 1 month, we are going to say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what we have said. Then after comes marginal utility from last concert. Now listen, to get the marginal utility, first of all you should know the total utility, but here we have directly taken marginal utility. So this sort of questions can come in exams where you will not have marginal utility, rather you will have total utility, and then you will have to calculate marginal utility by yourself. So you should know the formula of marginal utility. So what is the formula of marginal utility? That is change in total utility, means utility 2 minus utility 1, divided by change in quantity, means quantity 2 minus quantity 1. So this is the formula of marginal utility. But luckily here we had the solution of marginal utility, so we are just writing it down: 1000, 800, 600, 400 and 250. Now then comes the marginal utility per dollar spent of last concept. Now listen, last concert. Now listen, marginal utility per dollar utility you will have to obtain. And now what is the formula of per dollar utility? That is marginal utility of X divided by price of X is known as per dollar utility. Now here marginal utility of X is 1000, and what is price of X? That is 20, because concert's price is 20, we already know that. So when we are going to divide 1000 divided by 20, we will get the answer 50. Then we will do 800 divided by 20, 40, 600 divided by 20, 30, 400 divided by 20, 20, 250 divided by 20, 12.5. So this would be per dollar of X item. Now let's move to Y item. So how many units of Y you can use in a month? 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And what is the marginal utility that you gained? So here again we are not having total utility, we are directly having marginal utility. So we are lucky enough to have the marginal utility data. 76, 100, 150, 200, 250 and 300 are the marginal utilities which are already given. Now what you are going to do, again you are going to calculate per dollar utility of Y. So what is the formula of that? Marginal utility of Y divided by price of Y. Now what is marginal utility of Y? 76. And what is price of Y? 10. So 76 divided by 10, 7.6. 100 divided by 10, 10. 150 divided by 10, 15. 200 divided by 10, 20. 250 divided by 10, 25. 300 divided by 10, 30. So in this way you can take out per dollar utility of Y and per dollar utility of X. Now to do the utility maximization formula, we will have to keep in mind another thing, that is that we are going to see all the points on per dollar of X and Y. Where they both would be similar, we will have to pick that bundle up. So here 30 and 30 are similar. So this 30 of X will tell us that we are going to use 3 units of X. And 30 on Y tells us that we are going to use 4 units of Y. Fine, so you will have to keep in mind 4 and 3. So let's start. Assumptions of the law. We basically will have to follow these 2 assumptions at any cost if we want to do the calculation of utility maximization. What is the first assumption? That is per dollar utility of X should be equal to per dollar utility of Y. Now what is per dollar utility of X? That is marginal utility of X divided by price of X. And what is per dollar utility of Y? That is marginal utility of Y divided by price of Y. Now you could remember in the last table we have seen marginal utility of X was 600 and price of X was 20. So 600 divided by 20 will be 30. On the same line, minor utility of y was 300 and price of y was 10, and 300 divided by 10 will be 30. So 30 is equal to 30. It means that we are going to correct it, consider it as accurate. So let's move to the second assumption, that is budget line. So in budget line, x into price of x plus y into price of y should be equal to the total budget that you have with you. Now how many units of x we were using? 3, that I said you to remember. So that is 3. So 3 into price of x is 20. And on the other hand, in y we have used 4 items, and what is the price of y? That is 10. So 20 multiplied by 3 will be 60, and 10 multiplied by 4 will be 40, and 60 plus 40 will be 100. So all the money is used in this thing. So this is also an ideal situation. Now luckily we had per dollar utilities were also equal, and overall budget line cleared us that whatsoever is there with us, we have consumed all the money. So this point will be telling us that this is utility maximization of the customer. Now see, if per dollar utilities will not equalize, for example here we have 30 is equals to 30, but if there were 30 and on the other side it was 20, so we will say that this is not utility maximization equation. Fine, we will say this bundle is not giving utility maximization to the customer. On the same line, if it happens that first assumption is complete, but in second assumption the budget is not met, means either we have used 120 or we have used 80. So if the budget is also not cleared, we will again say the same statement that this is not the utility maximization point because customer's full income is not fully utilized. Fine, so we will be rejecting. So but here everything is perfect, so this is the bundle that is giving us utility maximization of the customer. So this was all about my today's lecture. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.